Welcome to the new video, guys. Today we have to do a lot to do. Yesterday I couldn't make it. I didn't do the trade recap of every trade I took, so I'm gonna do it today. Yeah, let's start with how the day went. So from London session to New York session. So first I was watching USD JPY and GBP JPY. Those were of interest to me because I can easily read the bias. So on GBP JPY I was seeing price consolidate, but I saw that we took out this weekly level, so from there we could retrace and where to this daily fair value, which is why I was bullish. And then as we can see on here, once we swept out the Asia low, we also swept prior to that a lot of sell liquidity to the left. So we even took out this low, this low, this low. So we took out a lot of sell liquidity, and we obviously have buy sell liquidity above. Okay, so all of these liquidity right here. So once I was on the charts in the morning, I saw that we swept a Asia low, and then I was waiting for a break structure to the upside. In this case, as you can see, we did not even get any break of structures to the upside. I was looking for this candle or this candle to close above this swing high. This one was very close, but it didn't close, so I didn't enter. And then a random volatility, like a random injection of volatility happened, and within 1 minute candle it hit take profit if I was in the trade. I don't know what this was. There were no high impact news or anything like that, so I don't know why this happened, but this is how the trade went if you managed to somehow be in this trade before the break structure. Okay, let this, and do not need this anymore. So let's go over to USD JPY, which is the second. This is the trade that I actually took on that account, and I can show you the. Wait a second. So this right here, if it wants to load, yeah, this is the actual execution of this. I can even show you on the account. So close positions, this right here. Okay, so that's also. So let's go ahead and see this. So the reason I took this is also we are obviously in a bearish trend on here, and what I wanted to see. Okay, what I wanted to see is price sweeping Asia low, and then we have the potential to go to the upside because, as you can see right here, this is price sweeping a lot of liquidity to here, and we have the reason to go upside because we have some PDR raise to the upside, so we can retrace. Now, I was not looking to enter after we took out the Asia low. So we took out the Asia low, we pumped up higher, and if we closed above this low, I would not be above this high. I would not be in the trade. The reason is because that I was demanding that we sweep previous week's low as well, and then we give the break structure, and then I'm gonna be in the trade. Okay, so if we only took out Asia low, I would not be in the trade. But since we took out previous week's low as well, then I was considering this trade, and once we closed above this swing high right here, I entered for a I entered on the break structure, stop below the last low, and my first target was the 50-minute buy side right here, or in general just this liquidity here. Okay, so but I like this 50-minute sell side because it was the most above. Price ended up getting that same volatility injection, and we just pumped up higher in one candle, as you can see. Now at the moment I would exit the trade because we were so close. After this volume I would exit the trade definitely when we were this close to the take profit, but I wasn't at the time at the computer, so I didn't even see this move. When I came back we were around here, so I decided to let price go and let it do its thing. I was looking for this 5-minute inverse, or if you don't get the 5-minute inverse, I was looking for a reaction to the downside into the 30-minute order block, 30-minute fair value gap. So as you can see, that's right here. Now I was waiting for that. We didn't do that. We inversed the 5-minute fair value gap, which is very nice. So I liked that. And then we left a 5-minute fair value gap that's aligned with this 5-minute fair value gap. So this is a balanced price range. Then price retraced back into it and moved up. from there it formed another 5-minute fair value gap, and I expect the price to hold that 5-minute fair value gap and go up to that target. So at this point I moved my target to this liquidity because of this candle. And as you can see, my demand was, if we should go up with this candle next here, if we dump down and close below the 5-minute fair value gap, I'm out. So with this candle closing, I exited right around here and picked up around 2.4R, which is very nice. I risked somehow less on the account. I'm still getting used to match trader and everything like that, but I risked a bit less, so I made only 1.8% instead of 2.4. So I didn't risk 1% directly. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure why. I'm gonna figure it out later. So this is the USD/JPY trade. Now let's go over to the. So this is in the morning of yesterday. So this is the London session of yesterday. There were 2 good trades. We took only one, and it made us money, so it's fine. Then let's go. This is like the 5th trade in a row that this trade has won. And then we were trading New York session, Nasdaq and ES. Here, my bias is obviously bullish after we invest this daily fair value gap. So I was bullish. Price action is not looking good, as you can see. So I was very like careful with it. I'll go through it. So I'm very careful. And then, as you can see, I marked out every liquidity. We saw liquidity here and we saw liquidity here, and that's basically it. On NQ, we didn't fill out this daily opening gap, so I was using that as my target and as my bias. So I was expecting it to get closed. On S&P, we did that, so I was more gravitating towards NQ. So from 9:30, we also had this 4-hour order block right here that I expect the price to sweep that liquidity, reach into it, and then give me a buy. So let's go over this one more time so that you guys understand. So I was looking at this liquidity and this 4-hour order block, and my bias or my drawn liquidity was this London high and this that we close above the new day opening gap. So I was looking for the price to close that gap, which is why I wanted to see 9:30 push down into this and then give me a setup towards targeting this. Now what happened? Let's see. Price did dip down at 9:30. It first went up a little bit. This is also a trade if you are brave. If you are brave, you could have taken this. You have a 15-minute fair value gap here, and then once 9:30 manipulates into that, people think it's gonna go up now. You wait for a 1-minute break structure or 1-minute inversion. It happens on this candle. You enter there. Stop has to be above the high, and you target these lows. It's a solid 1-to-1. I don't trade this way, but it's still solid if you trade like this. But what I was saying is I wanted to see price sweep all of this liquidity and reach into here to then give me a buy. So price swept out London low, and from there I was looking for a confirmation in the 5-minute time frame. I do not need for price to sweep everything. If it's gonna give me all my confirmations, then it's gonna go up. Okay, so I don't care if it swept only one sell side liquidity and not the other one. All I care about is after I have some sweep of liquidity, I need a 5-minute confirmation and 1-minute confirmation for me to enter. If I don't get that confirmation, I'm then waiting for a new sweep, and then maybe we get a move up. So after we sweep of liquidity, I was watching for a 5-minute confirmation, which is an inversion fair value gap or a break structure to the upside. On the 5-minute, we first get an inversion. So from there, I'm looking for a retracement on the 5-minute time frame, and that can be a breaker block, an order block, a fair value gap, a equilibrium, whatever you want. In this case, with me, it was actually this 5-minute fair value gap. That is kind of hard to see. Let me make it a bit brighter color. It's not really bright. Okay, what am I doing? I'm just gonna let it this way, and then I'm gonna move up this. So we can see this 5-minute fair value gap. We dip down into it, and from there, what I'm looking at is I need a 1-minute confirmation entry, which is the 1-minute inversion fair value gap or 1-minute break of structure. In this case, we get the 1-minute inversion first. So my entry should have really been around here, stop below the low right here, and then targeting either this high or what I was targeting. So we had a lot of low resistance liquidity here, so I was targeting all of that. So my target would be this as my perfect low, or like somewhere about here, just so that we can take out all of these small lows then go down if we want to go down. As you can see, I missed it a little bit. My take profit should have been probably like here, just with these highs, if I wanted it to get hit. So yeah, it's hard to determine where exactly it will turn. It can maybe sweep just this low, then go down. It can maybe just sweep this low, then go down. Maybe this low, maybe this low. So this is how my entry should have looked, like this, and I would have made around almost 3R, which is 3.5R, which is very, very nice if I got my exact entry. But it was very volatile and price instantly dipped up, and I was still managing my position to enter. So this is the entry I ended up getting, so it's fine. My stop still had to be below the same low, which is why I got less RR. And then after that, I just let my strategy play out. Once it hit 1 to 2, I set my stop to break even. And then, as you can see, this move happened up. It came very close to here, to my take profit. I figured that it took out what it needed to do and started going down. So from this point on, all I could see is this 5-minute fair value gap. It can maybe hold price, or either I get to the break even. And then as I was going to mark out this fair value gap, I was expecting it to react. If not, I was thinking of closing, but then I accidentally, in the process of marking out this fair value gap, I closed out the trade around here. So I get like 1.6% on this trade, which is fine. So as you can see, in this case, if I didn't exit out here, I would be stopped out on break even. So yeah, this is just a problem where I didn't actually, there was a lot of liquidity, and then I put my stop basically at the high, I put my take profit basically at the highest one, which was probably not the best idea, probably on the most equal ones, which are these. These are the best probably to put your take profit to. And yeah, this trade is actually okay. I got a little bit bad entry, a little bit bad take profit placement, but it still worked out, so it's fine. This trade was an A+ setup. It was my mistake that I couldn't enter on time and that I didn't set my take profit level properly. These mistakes happen. I'm looking to improve every day, so this is still good. On ES, we had the same thing I was looking for, but as you can see, ES didn't sweep any lows, so we had an SMT as well, with this low and this low, as you can see here. And since we didn't sweep out the low, I didn't look for any buys in this scenario. And yeah, that's about it. I think that's about it. I think I covered all trades from yesterday. A little update on what you can expect later today is a trade recap of this USD JPY trade that I'm in right now. Also Forex strategy, and then this gold trade that I just set for fun. So I bought a 6K account with Fund the Next. I'm gonna see how they are, and I'm only gonna trade Forex strategy on that account. So I have two accounts now, 10K Think Capital and 6K at Fund the Next. With the 10K Think Capital, I'm gonna do NQ and ES only from 9:30 to 11, and then with the 6K account from Fund the Next, I'm gonna do Forex strategy in loan session. So yeah, and as well I'm doing that competition from instant funding. So this was the first A+ setup from USD JPY for a short, and we'll see how that plays out. I'll do a trade recap later on, and then I actually took that on my account right here, which is a 6K account. So let's go. Yeah, this gold trade, I didn't execute it on my 6K account, the fresh one that I copied yesterday, because the entry, as you can see, happened after 5 a.m. In New York time, which I do not like. So I like to enter any trade up to 5 a.m. After that, I do not want to even look at the chart anymore. So with this trade, I just executed it on this competition account just for fun, because I don't really need to be taking A+ setups here. So it's kind of just an experiment. And then I also executed the same USD JPY short that I did on my account. So yeah, that's it. I'll do a breakdown of every single one of these later today. I'm also going to be trading New York session, so we'll see how that goes on NQNES. And that's basically it for today. A bit longer video, but a lot of value to be a lot of value has been showed here. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you learned something new.